All right, guys, welcome back to Crunch Time, the show you get the best NBA DFS picks each and every day. Never miss a day here. 9-game slate today. Joined as always with Chris. How are you doing today, Chris?
I'm doing pretty well. A lot of stuff going on this morning. Kind of too much stuff, but I mean, we're handling it. And yeah, I'm excited for the slate.
What did we have this morning? What slates?
A ton of stuff. Some stuff wasn't working, so it was a little frustrating.
Yeah. Let's get into NBA. First up, as always, guys, use our optimizer at dfscrunch.com to go through the slate. If you're new here and you like what you see and you want to check it out and follow along with us, just go to dfscrunch.com. There's a three-day free trial, tongue twister, automatically applied on the weekly or monthly subscription, no code or anything required. Comes with every sport on FanDuel, DraftKings, every main sport, niche sports as well. So check that out. Next up, got some tweets here. Got one from Rondo. He says, just a low to low stakes player trying DFS Crunch for tournaments. I like that one. Had some good results here in college basketball. 3 crunchers here, 3, 4, 5. It's pretty awesome. It's not even out of the ordinary. This seems to be pretty normal for CBB with our projections and the way our members use the tools we give them. So that's super awesome to see. Anything you want to say on this one, Chris?
I mean, obviously this is the 5 cent contest. He probably maxed it, so it was what 750 to 23.43 here. So pretty good return on investment. Yeah, I mean it's good to see the 3 logos up there.
Yeah, that's awesome. Some other ones here. NHL here from Rondo. Same tweet here from him. So he was pretty close to shipping a few tournaments here. I'm not too sure in NHL, Chris. Is that score difference there just like the difference between like a line scoring and getting some assists between 7th and 1st here, or is it like a bit more than that?
I'm not sure. That first place guy has a very high score. He probably had a bunch of one-offs that did well. He probably didn't stack. He doesn't have the badge, so I'm assuming he didn't stack at all, and just all his players probably scored or something. But yeah, good to see Rondo here in the top 10 twice.
Yep. Then we got some Discord stuff we can go over. I think got some from yesterday. Where do we start here? Oh, we had UFC yesterday, right, Chris? So I think we can go back quite a bit. I mean, there's a lot. Where do you want to start?
Oh, I don't know. We could start anywhere.
Let's just start.
Up to you.
Let's just go from 6 a.m. Let's go from here. I guess this is some NASCAR stuff. We got Nick here doubling up his money. NBA 8 p.m. I guess this is yesterday's slate. Solid results there. Got Mike over here, 75 to 134. More solid results. Let's see what we have here. 61 to 115 there. Trigger here. Turn and burn here. 0 points. Doesn't have to score anything in turn and burn. Just crushes it. What's up with this one, Chris? You made fun of me once for not waiting for the pictures of the players to load. The score is not even loaded here. How does this work?
He just took it. He took the screenshot after the contest already processed, so that's why he has none of the players there. But yeah, at least he got the screenshot out, so that's good. Good to see. Good etiquette there from Turn and Burn.
Yeah. Got some Nick here. MMA, good results there. Days up here as well. MMA again. MMA did quite well yesterday. Did you have success, Chris? MMA?
Yeah, I think it's going to be down here, the next one.
Yeah, you got HBK here. He's going crazy in the success channel. 100 emojis there. Even highlights the winners and the losers here. So super awesome stuff. Love to see that. 200 to 428. So it's pretty good. I love that. Yeah, then we have you here, Chris. I guess you can go over your lineup here maybe quickly for MMA. Was this the optimal we had for DraftKings, or did you switch some things up?
Yeah, this was the optimal for MMA. The next one is NBA. I think it was also the optimal, and then obviously FanDuel MMA there, and then NHL FanDuel. I actually went off the NBA optimal on FanDuel. Ended up losing because of it. I had a 2v2 I think Harden and Oubre was the optimal by like a point. I went to Wiggins and Durant for the revenge game. Obviously, didn't work out. So I mean, I learned my lesson there. Yeah, revenge games are definitely a little overrated.
Trust the optimal over the narrative.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the lesson. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got HBK here going off. DFS Crunch optimal. Lock cores. Fire, fire, fire. Money, money, money. Yeah, this is what we saw from Aiden over on the Twitter. Got Nick here again. Got some more Chris here. This was actually just now, so that's kind of a lot for a single game slate.
Yeah, so I mean, I was fixing stuff. I forgot to edit that lineup. But I mean, it got there, so I'm happy about that.
Was this like, did you upload it the night before or something, or?
No, I just had a bunch of tournaments here. I was gonna do tournament stuff, but then yeah, I forgot about it.
Still good to see. But this was one of the optimals, right? Before?
Yeah.
Yeah, still good to see. I mean, the optimals here are so sharp. Like, it's such a solid starting point for any sort of tournament construction. Yeah, I love it. It's so good. Looks like we're getting some more. The printer keeps on printing. Fresh off the press here, 20 to 40. Got some soccer from Aiden. So, yeah, it just keeps on coming here. Lots of good results. Yeah, 9-game slate here, Chris. Got some chat here. Welcome, guys. I see the Hug, Josh, Cody, KJ, K9 Bronco, Royal King here, John Cotter. Could say his name today. Nick, got more KJ, Rondo. Let's see if we have any questions here. Bronco says, "What's up? Let's get some cash tonight." Is that the plan, Chris?
Yeah, always the plan.
Question: do you recommend stacking early? Because when I stack up, I'll end up losing later, and if I stack later, it makes it harder to catch up.
I mean, that I know what you mean, but like that's really all in your head. Like, it doesn't matter when the games are played. You want the best possible games. Like if all the best games are at the start of the slate, and there's 4 games at the end, I mean, it doesn't really matter. Like you still have the best teams. It doesn't matter that you don't have any games at the end, and vice versa. If all the best games are at night and you don't have the early games, I mean, same sort of thing. I know it can feel like that sometimes. I've definitely felt that way a few times, but I mean, at the same time, like you got to realize that. I mean, there's really no difference. Just the start time.
Yeah, the only time that really matters, like you said, first foremost, you want to target the good game environments. But second, I guess if there's some news and you want to swap, that would be another time you would also consider picking like a later game. Maybe skipping some of the early games if there's some guys that are questionable in the later games and you want to leave your lineup open to being able to swap. So that's another time you would consider that. But yeah, like you said, I think it's all in your head if it's like if you're playing catch up. A game's a game. If the guy gets minutes, doesn't matter if it's at the start or at the end. John Cotter over here says FanDuel 48-man, 25 quint last night, 12-man train. Tempted to late switch Ingles to Clarkson last night to get different. Didn't pull the trigger, still cashed money. More money tonight. Yeah, let's see what else we got. Royal King says, how can I join the Discord? Discord, we have a link in our Twitter in the description, but I mean, I think, can anyone post in the success? Or just members?
No. But you can scroll through everything.
Yeah.
If you're not a member.
Yeah. So yeah, it's in our Twitter at DFS Crunch. Should be in the description in the YouTube here. But yeah, we keep the Discord here for members only just to keep it a bit more, I guess, I don't know, not exclusive, but just more tidy, organized, I guess. YouTube's always free, so YouTube is for everyone, general community there, but Discord's for the members.
I guess so we don't
get overwhelmed.
I can see you haven't been on the Discord today yet. You have all the notifications still there.
Yeah, I know. I have to go through them. Set up a monitor here. I got a second monitor up top now, so I'm like you. But yeah, I've been setting up the setup here, different desks. So just getting that set up, catching up a bit with work, but should be good to go in probably today. I don't know, soon. But yeah, that's how you do Discord. What else do we have? Nick says Rust. What about Rust, Chris?
Yeah, I think he's scored twice already.
Oh, Let's see. Brent's in here as well. Says thanks for doing the show every day. Great content, guys. Appreciate that. Something from Rondo, Thomas Bay there. Anthony is in here. He says HBK is him. What's up? Yeah, let's get into. Let's get into.
I can tell from the emojis and the and the picture you have on the YouTube channel.
Pardon?
I can tell that that's him.
Oh yeah, the same picture. Yeah, and the emoji, the fingerprint, emoji fingerprint there. Could tell. But yeah, 9-game slate here, Chris. Let's just do a quick question for you. Maybe you're prepared today, maybe not. You said you were a bit, lots of stuff going on today, but what's the big news today that kind of impacts who we're targeting today? Any guys out?
I don't know. We have a ton of games, so we'll get into it when we go game by game. But we have stuff like we got Gordon Hayward out. He was supposed to be in. I think he has a back injury. I don't know. There's a bunch of stuff to monitor. It's really going to be a hectic slate, I think.
Yeah, I think I see there's quite a bit of stuff today. SGA still out for them. Barden out. Is that why we have Porter Jr. as the cover boy?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I got Fox. I don't know if Fox is out today, but Ish Smith also out for Washington. So yeah, quite a bit of stuff. Yeah,
Washington already played.
Oh, my bad. Yeah. Wait, how many games were there? Was it the Boston played?
Just
Washington?
the one game. Yeah.
Got it. My bad. Yeah, still playing catch up here, but yeah. First game, Chris, Minnesota, Toronto. Let's go over Minnesota side first. Jarrett Culver, D'Angelo Russell out for them. Russell seems to be struggling with that soreness in the left leg, so he's out for a bit now. He's missed a few games already. Rubio's been playing more in his place. Projected starters, we have Rubio, Beasley, Ant-Man, Catman, and Okogie. Who do you like on Minnesota, Chris, against the Raptors today?
There's really not too much here. Like I said, we have a big slate today. They're playing the Raptors. They play a big rotation. Cat is obviously still coming back from the COVID thing, so he's not at 100%. Yeah, I'm really not too interested in any Timberwolves here.
Okay. Toronto then. Hopefully you like Toronto. I always like Toronto. Anunoby questionable for them. McCaw out for them. And Yuta Watanabe doubtful. Projected starters, Kyle Lowry, Fred VanVleet, OG Anunoby, Pascal Siakam, and Baines. Yeah, who do you like on the Raptors, Chris? Do you like anyone here? Maybe some Boucher? It's always Boucher. No?
Same sort of thing. Like, I'm not too interested here in this spot. I mean, it's a pretty high over under here. It's 230 right now. The spread is pretty high. It's 8 points favoring the Raptors. So, with that being said, the Raptors are going to have a high implied team total. They're at 119 right now. But for the most part, they're healthy now. Obviously, OG is questionable. That's pretty big to watch out for. But even if he's out, I don't think we get up to Chris Boucher today. He's 6'8" on DK, 7'2" on FanDuel. So I think he's a little too expensive now for me. Yeah, maybe I guess my favorite guy here would be Pascal Siakam out of the big three on the Raptors. But like I said, I'm probably not too interested in this team here. We just have better spots elsewhere. Like we have the Hornets that we're going to target a ton with the Hayward news. So I'm not too interested here when the Raptors are pretty much healthy. They have all their guys. So yeah, like I said, I'm not too interested.
Okay, any sneaky tournament plays here for you, Chris?
Yeah, it would be Siakam. I said he's my favorite guy. So I think it would be Siakam if I had to pick.
Yeah.
As you can see, like all these guys are pretty low projected ownership. I mean that you can usually gauge my interest based off of that a little bit. So yeah, I'm not too interested here in the Raptors outside of Siakam in tournaments.
Could you see like a Boucher ceiling game here, like a 50 burger, something like that?
Yeah, it's a good matchup. It's just the price doesn't really stand out to me anymore. Obviously in tournaments you could do it, but I'm not too interested in cash games.
Yeah, I might try it in tournaments. I'll have to think about it. But I might try that in Boucher because he's probably not going to be too high owned today at the price tag. But he still has that upside to definitely pay that price tag and more. Especially if he gets a run. Matchup, like you said, is good. So Tournaments might be interested for sure. But yeah, let's go into the next game. We got the Pelicans against the Pistons. Pelicans side first got Josh Hart and Alexander Walker, probable for them. Projected starters, we have Lonzo Ball, Eric Bledsoe, Brandon Ingram, Zion Williamson, and Steven Adams. Anybody here on the Pelicans you like, Chris?
Not really. Like these guys are healthy. Same as really the last game that I talked about. It's not a great matchup against the Pistons. Like Zion is probably the only guy I'd really consider here. He's just so safe. He always seems to get 40, never seems to dip below that. Maybe around like 38 is his floor, but he's just so safe. The thing with him is we haven't really seen too much of a ceiling. Like he always just hovers around that 38 to 49, 48 point range. So I don't know. Like if you're landing on him as the last piece, I'm fine with it. But I mean, for me on this giant slate, I'm not too interested in it. Maybe someone like Lonzo Ball. The thing is, he's pretty expensive now. He's been playing well, but I don't know. I'm really not too interested here. If I had to pick one guy, it would be Zion Williamson.
Okay. Didn't it say sneaky plays T-shirt for merch? You like that one, Chris, or no? You like the other ones more?
I'm good with that one.
What's your top one right now?
Top one, I don't know. Probably trust the Opto.
No need to get cute. That's also kind of trust the Opto.
I don't like that one. You like that one?
What about the free square? No.
Free square, yeah. I'm good with free square as well.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to think which one's the top one. Go with the top one that we have. Do one to start. Be pretty fun. But yeah, let's do Detroit side. Mason Plumlee questionable. Frank Jackson probable, and Sekou Dembuya is out for them. Projected starters: Lon Wright, Ellington, Grant, Griffin, and Plumlee. Plumlee's pretty high up there. Price tag now 6.7 on DraftKings. I see. Any interest there at all, Chris? Looks really high.
Yeah, so there's really only one guy I'm interested here on the Pistons. It's going to be Jeremy Grant. He's 7'4", 7'4" on DK. On FanDuel, he's 7'6". He does a lot, a little bit of everything. He got steals and blocks. He's kind of had a few down games now, but I mean, I still really believe in the talent here and the opportunity that he gets. His usage rate always hovers around 25%. So it's a pretty good matchup here against the Pelicans. Obviously, they've been playing faster recently. So he's the guy for me. Not too interested in guys like DeLon Wright, Josh Jackson, Blake Griffin. Not interested in those guys. So it's just Jeremy Grant for me here.
Yeah, what's Plumlee done? Like his price tag's as high as almost as high as Grant's here. Has he been beasting?
Yeah, he's been hurt the last two games, but before that he had a few good games. He had the overtime against the Lakers, played 50 minutes, got 40 fantasy points. Then the game against the Nets, obviously that's an easy matchup. He got 52 fantasy points. But yeah, the minutes have been up. I don't think he plays here. Just he had the infection in his elbow. I don't think he plays.
Okay. Scott Dakota in here says, sup, what's up? Rondo says Jeremy Grant 10x, like Grant Cardone, beasting and feasting. Thomas Baylor here says, real talk, Dwayne Casey loves DeLon Wright, plays him like 35 minutes because he loved him in Toronto.
Yeah, I love DeLon Wright too. I think he's a good player.
Yeah, just a little old, right? Like,
is he?
I think he's like 20, well, not that old, but 27, 28. He was pretty young when he was on the Raptors. He was also pretty good there, but you just didn't get much opportunity as well.
Maybe he did 4 years in college. Hasty would know that. I miss that guy.
Yeah, hopefully we get him back soon. Yeah.
Wait, I want to go over this question. Tom says, do the Raptors have the shortest starting backcourt, or does that title belong to the Cavs? What do you think about
that? Pretty sure it's the Raptors.
VanVleet and Lowry?
It's got to be.
Not Sexton and Garland? I don't know.
What do you think? Can you just check? Don't you know?
I'm too lazy to look up all four, but I mean, yeah, it's Rondo's saying it's the Raptors.
Yeah, has to be.
Yeah, Rondo did the research.
But I mean, I feel like the combined, if you add the weight of the two guys, Raptors guys are a bit heavier. Lowry's pretty stocky. VanVleet's pretty stocky. I think they're a bit heavier. Maybe Rondo, if you can get the weight on them, the weight check, see which duo is heavier. That'd be nice to know as well. But yeah, let's go into the next game. Spurs against the Hornets. San Antonio side first. LMA out for them. Weatherspoon out for them as well. Projected starters, we have DeJounte Murray, White, DeRozan, Johnson, and Jakob Poeltl. No Aldridge here, Chris, for them. Any guys that you like to target here on the Spurs?
Yeah, so I think that I have interest in DeMar DeRozan here, specifically on FanDuel where he's 7.6K. We're going to have a lot of interest in Charlotte here, so I do like running it back with someone from the Spurs. So I do like DeMar on FanDuel a lot at shooting guard. We also have Keldon Johnson at 5.2K. Sorry, excuse me.
Do you need me to cover for you?
Yeah.
Got Keldon Johnson here at 5.2K.
Choked on my water.
Yeah. Let's see. San Antonio, Chris. If I was doing the show without you, I would literally just sort by value. I feel like those are the guys here.
You get the Spurs here. I need a second.
I didn't come prepared for like analyzing the teams, but let's see what we got here. Keldon Johnson here, 5'2", seems like a fair price tag. I mean, honestly, like if I was doing it and I didn't know any news about the slate, I would just look into the value points per 1K, and then on top of that, for distinguishing like a cash play or tournament play, next thing I would look up is just projected ownership. So for me, it's DeMar that stands out here first. Number two, probably Keldon Johnson. Chris would probably be like, oh, wouldn't mind him as a last piece, not a priority. Am I right, Chris?
Yeah, I think I'm good now. Keldon Johnson, he's definitely more of a last piece sort of thing. But for 5.2K without LMA there, I'm fine with him as sort of last piece. And then we also have maybe like Derek White on DK, sort of a last piece as well for 5.1K. But yeah, like I said, I think most of my interest here comes from DeMar on FanDuel for 7.6. I really like the price tag. He's been playing pretty well. They've been in a few blowouts recently, so that's why his minutes have kind of been down. But I mean, I'm still good with him in this matchup here against the Charlotte Hornets. It should stay tight, and the over/under is decent.
Yeah, my Chris system is pretty good. Sort by value, look at ownership. Pretty much nailed it there.
I like this comment from Adfer. They say, just saying Keldon made me choke. Yeah, definitely did.
There was an interview with Harden where when he first got to the Nets, they asked, do you know about this one? They asked him like what he's going to bring to the table to like I guess like to win more here in like to succeed. And then when he was right when he said something about winning, he choked. Like he couldn't say the words. It's a pretty good one. I'm pretty sure you could find it if you search up like Harden choking winning interview. It's pretty good. I think actually Hasty sent me that one, so that's a good one there. But yeah, let's go over the Charlotte side here. Both Martin twins out for them. Gordon Hayward, the big one there, out as well. And PJ Washington is doubtful. Projected starters, Graham, Rozier, LaMelo Ball, Bridges, and Zeller. Is there still that sticker shock for you, Chris, on LaMelo? Just not a guy you'd want to pay this much for. I mean, I see him at 19% here. A little bit more expensive on DraftKings. Is he more of a FanDuel play today, or just kind of expensive for you still?
Yeah, he's definitely a lock on FanDuel. He's not expensive. He's way too cheap here, 7.8K. He just does everything for them. He's starting now, even with Rozier and Graham playing. Obviously Hayward is out, so that helps LaMelo a little as well. So for 7.8K, he's just way too cheap here. I'm gonna lock him into my FanDuel lineups. On DK, he's 8.7, so it's a little harder to get to him. The guy on DK that we're kind of going to get from Charlotte here is going to be Miles Bridges. He's only 5.4K. He's 5.4 on FanDuel, 5.1 on DK. So really good value on both sides. I think he's a lock. I expect him to start for Gordon Hayward. So he's probably my favorite sort of value play today. We also have guys like Terry Rozier. He's not popping a lot. He's a little expensive. He's 7.4 on DK, 7K on FanDuel. So he's probably my favorite tournament option from this team. Um, but yeah, and then we also have Devontae Graham up for 5.2K on FanDuel. On DK 6-1, so much better price tag there on FanDuel as well. So these guys are like grading out to be better FanDuel plays, but at the same time, they're still in a great spot. So if you want to spend up a little more on DK to get to them, definitely have no problems with that. Yeah, and then last guy I'll mention here, Cody Zeller. Obviously, PJ Washington is doubtful, so Cody Zeller should his minutes should be more secure. I think he played 25 last time. Hoping it gets up to like 28, 29. Then he could really probably pay off his price tag. But I mean, without Gordon Hayward here, should get a few more rebounds, maybe a little more offensive opportunity. So definitely like Zeller here. I think they have 8 guys available today, or 8 guys in their rotation. So I mean, all these guys are viable. We're definitely going to be trying to jam in a bunch of them into our lineups today.
Yep. I think we changed the colors here recently, right, Chris? Was that today?
Yeah,
Are these right, or we need to update them a bit more?
I don't know. I haven't looked at it yet.
Okay. Got a question here from John Cotter. He says, to go along with the earlier question, do you guys find value using guys from later games so you can late swap with leverage when news breaks?
Yeah, for sure. So the thing I would say, like, if you're deciding between two teams and you're like, you don't know which side to pick, I would always lean the side that has the players that start in the later games. Um, but in cash games, like, I just try to play the best plays if I'm not expecting any news. But maybe in tournaments, you could sort of backload. I definitely think that's a viable strategy. There's just so much news that comes out later after the lock, so you could definitely find yourself ahead of the field if you do that.
Yep. Nick over here is asking, not asking, I guess, please tell me something to make me more comfortable playing Forbes and Connaughton on DraftKings.
Yeah, and then he said, "Oh, thank God, DK opted changed since I last looked." Scratch that Forbes
Oh, yeah.
content post. I mean, yeah, they're fine as last pieces. Obviously, if they're not the greatest plays, but I think in cash games they're fine. Like Connaughton played 28 minutes last time. Forbes played 20, 30 minutes the game before that. So they're just really in play because Drew Holiday is out still. And yeah, they're more so last pieces.
Yep. And then see something here from Thomas. Said Hayward is such a wuss. He was listed as probable last night, and now he's not playing. Inexcusable if you ask me. Too comfortable with his new contract.
Yeah, I mean he's definitely comfortable with his new contract.
Yeah. Rondo's also saying Chell Optos crushing again. What's new? Do you play NHL?
Yeah, I played some. Yeah, it looks like Brandon Rust or Brian Rust, I think his name is. He has 2 goals and an assist. Jake Gensel, 25 points. So yeah, it's definitely looking good right now. But it was only a 2-game slate, so I personally couldn't get too much action. But yeah, definitely looking good.
Yep. Okay, let's go jump into the next game. We have the Portland Trail Blazers against the Dallas Mavericks. Portland side first, we have Rodney Hood, questionable for them. Projected starters, Lillard, Trent Jr., Jones Jr., Rocco, and Ennis Cantor. Anybody like here, Chris, against the Mavericks?
Yeah, so this is the highest total of the entire slate. It's sitting at 236 right now. So the Blazers have an implied team total of 115. So I do have some interest here. It's the same 2 guys I always talk about on the Blazers. It's going to be Dame and Enes Kanter.
Oh, Ennis.
Enes Kanter, yeah. So Dame is 9.6 on DK, 9.5 on FanDuel. I really like that price tag on both sites. Definitely wouldn't mind it if I get there in my cash games. Like I said, best game environment, pretty tight spread of 5. So I do have interest in him. And then Kanter for 6.6 on FanDuel. I'm fine with him as a last piece as well.
Okay. Yeah, we did pull up the basketball reference there for counter, Chris. It is Ennis. Got David Correa in here. He says, "What's up, JC?" What's JC? Just
Probably
chilling.
John Cotter.
John Cotter.
I guess so.
Let's see. Thomas Bay said if Rondo was in the Chell, then he would be a speedy second liner like Brock Besser. Brock Besser.
I think he would be like maybe a third line grinder, be a third pairing defenseman, something like that.
That's an important role, isn't it?
Yeah, it's an important role.
What's more important, like third line grinder, like you said, or like 12th man NBA squad, like me mentioning Kostas Antetokounmpo every night?
Third line, of course, they still play like 15 minutes a night. Kostas doesn't play 15 minutes a year.
15 minutes a year. Good one, Chris. Nick says Dame / Luca going head to head, lights out tonight.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a popular like pairing in tournaments. I think it's the high total game. They're the big names on each side, so yeah, I definitely think it's gonna be popular for a good reason.
Yeah, Trigger says this is the game to target. That's what you said as well, Chris. Yeah, Rondo doesn't agree with the third liner there. Trigger saying Rondo would be a third line goon. Looks like we haven't figured it out here. Yeah, Dallas side, nothing I see noted for them. Projected starters: Doncic, Richardson, Finney Smith, Maxi Kleba, and Zingis. Kristaps Porzingis. 8.5 on DraftKings for Porzingis, 8K on FanDuel. Should be a pretty good matchup here against Portland, Chris. Is his price tag fair for us to be interested in him in cash or more of a tournament for Porzingis?
I think it's probably more of a tournament option here. Yeah, like I'd rather just pay up for Luca on the Mavs here. I don't love playing them together. Luca's obviously my priority here, so I'm going to play Luca on both sides most likely. He's 11.3K on FanDuel. On DK, he's 11.1. He's just so safe. Really good matchup here against the Blazers. They don't play defense. They play fast. So I love Luca in this spot. He's pretty much my favorite stud of the slate. And then outside of him, we have some value guys. Like I said, I'm not too interested in Porzingis. So like if you want to play Porzingis, I'm fine with it. I'm probably not going to get too many shares today. Maybe I'll match the field in tournaments, but probably not in cash games for me. Yeah, and then like I said, we have some value here. I think we can go to guys like Tim Hardaway Jr. on DK for 4.6K. Good matchup, so he's definitely in play there. In this high total game, the Mavs are implied to score 120. Then we also have Maxi Kleba popping a lot on FanDuel. 3.8K at power forward, sort of like a last piece sort of thing. Played 37 minutes last game, so that's definitely trending upwards. I mean, if you're going to play 37 minutes and your team is going to score 120 points, you're likely going to get at least some fantasy points. I don't know what we project him for right now. I think it's around 21.
Yeah.
So yeah. I really don't mind him as a last piece sort of thing here, in your cash games.
Yeah, we have him 21.5. Yeah, let's go into the next game. We have Milwaukee against the Thunder. Let me just load it up here. There we go. Yeah, Milwaukee side first. We have don't know this guy, Jordan Nwora. Do you know him, Chris?
No.
Yeah, it's the first time there, I think. Jordan Nwora, he's out for them. Drew Holiday is also out for them, so that one's a bit more important. Projected starters: Bryn Forbes, DiVincenzo, Chris Middleton, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Brook Lopez. Anyone here that you like, Chris?
Yeah, so the Bucks here are implied to score 120. The only problem really is that this is the high spread of the slate at 12 right now. So there is some blowout concern, but the good thing is we know that it's going to be Giannis or Middleton that get them to the blowout point. So I do have some interest in them. I really like Giannis in tournaments today. I think he goes a little under-owned. People will try to jam in Luka as their stud, maybe up to Dame. So I think Giannis goes a little under-owned. I really like him in tournaments, like I said. Chris Middleton as well. He's 8K on FanDuel. On DraftKings, he's 7.8K, so pretty fair price tag there. He played an awful game last time out, but he got the minutes. He played 38 minutes, and he got 26 fantasy points. But, I mean, without Holiday here, it's a really good spot for Middleton, so I definitely don't mind him as sort of a last piece in my cash games. And then if you want to play him in tournaments, obviously I have no problems with that as well. We know that he has a ceiling when Holiday is out, so yeah, definitely no problems with those guys. And then we do have some value here as well, specifically on DK. Like Nick said, Pat Connaughton is 3.4K. Yeah, I mean it's a pretty ugly play, but at the same time, we got to just kind of go for the minutes here. He's only $400 over the minimum on DK. Like I said earlier, he played 29 minutes last game. So if you're playing 29 minutes, like I sort of said with Kleba, playing 30 minutes, 29 minutes in this game where they're implied to score 120, I think he can get us like 17, 18 fantasy points. Like he's pretty active. He can get some like tip dunks, steals, blocks, maybe a few threes. So I'm fine with him as a last piece. And then Bobby Portis, another guy on DK, 4.6K. Don't really mind that either. He's looked pretty good on that second unit. He'll probably get the blowout run as well if there is any. So definitely have no problems with Bobby Portis today. Yeah, I do like this team a lot here.
Yep. Let's see what we got here. Comments, some more Rondo hockey commentary there. Trigger says Lillard 15% projected ownership way too low. What do you make of that, Chris? What do you think he'll be?
Lillard 15%. I don't know. Probably I think he'll be around maybe 20-25% in tournaments. Yeah, I think most people go Luka and LaMelo in my opinion, but yeah, I think 15 is probably a little bit too low as well.
Yeah. Nick here says he was watching some women's basketball. Jean Ronan says nothing wrong with WNBA. Hoping DFS Crunch comes out with WNBA optos soon. Are there even contests for WNBA, Chris?
I mean, it's probably the most boring sport to watch. Not sport, but I mean, WNBA is not fun to watch in my opinion.
I mean, that wasn't the question.
I don't know if there's any contests. I played it back when I think 2 years ago.
When it first came out?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I think I played it then too. I mean, if there's contest, I feel like we could make some decent projections there. Could probably do it. I don't think there's contest. That's the problem. Yeah, let's see. Trigger says Horford, Wiley, vet. I think he's got a few tricks up his sleeve for Giannis. Do you think Horford has tricks up his sleeve today, Chris?
I mean, he might have a few tricks up his sleeve. He might take a few charges. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Let's see. KJ says, I wouldn't say it's not fun to watch, but in comparison to the NBA.
Yeah, I probably agree with that. I mean, maybe if nothing else was on, maybe I would tune in. But I mean, when you have all this other stuff going on, it's just hard to find time to turn on WNBA.
Would you pick WNBA DFS over like Pandemic Sports WNBA or League of Legends when nothing else was on? If you could have one of those.
Oh, League of Legends for sure. It's like
that's saying a lot, I think, if you'd pick League over that.
No, it's really not. Like people who started watching League during the pandemic, they some of the top players, they were all saying it's the most fun sport to watch, the most fun sport to have action on. Yeah, it's definitely very fun when you have money on the line.
Yeah.
In League of Legends.
Yeah, WNBA, not my thing either. Would you say like a team of like high school kids could beat WNBA? Like, what's the skill level here compared to?
No way.
WNBA would beat like high school kids?
Yeah, they would crush high school kids.
Like seniors, American seniors,
Yeah,
like all stars.
Crush them.
Really?
American senior all stars?
Yeah.
Probably not. Those guys are probably going to the NBA. But I mean, like a normal high school team, no, they would get killed by a WNBA team.
Okay. Yeah. Well, okay. Just clearing the air there on that one. I'm kind of curious what the guys in the chat think about that. What level of like high school American players do you think would like be able to compete? Just like the All Stars in senior year? Like what is it? Anyway, let's go OKC side. Theo Maledon and SGA out for them. So SGA is still out. Projected starters: Hamidou Diallo, Luguentz Dort, Kenrich Williams, Darius Baisley, and Horford. Who do you like there, Chris?
So I had interest in Hamidou Diallo earlier, but I'm not landing on him as much. Now we have LaMelo there at point guard with Hayward out. Um, yeah, like it's a tough matchup here. Diallo is probably the only guy I'm interested in. Maybe Al Horford, but he's priced up as well. Yeah, really not too much interest here outside of Diallo. I think he's the only guy I would play in tournaments on the Thunder.
Yeah. Let's see we got some comments here from the people. Bryson says Giannis looks solid. Don't rely on him to get a game winner. Yeah.
Yeah, they need to just give Middleton the ball. Like he should be their main offensive option. I think Giannis is fine like in transition stuff like that, but I don't know. I think Middleton should be their main guy.
Too one-dimensional for Giannis.
Yeah, like teams can just scheme against him easily.
Just the lack of the shot, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, that's a big one. I think he used to be a better shooter. His shot looked nice when he got into the league. Like it looked pretty good, normal.
I mean, it's not a bad shoot. I think he's shooting around 35% now, but I mean, still.
It just looks so bad.
Yeah.
It looked nice before. If you look up like his rookie year two, I think it looked fine. Let's see some comments here. Hug says, "How about golf or NASCAR compared to WNBA?"
Yeah, I would probably watch WNBA. Golf and NASCAR. I mean, NASCAR like last 10 laps. That's interesting, but I mean the rest of the race, it's pretty boring in my opinion.
Yeah,
like golf is like 5 days, so
yeah,
I don't know.
That's why I don't think we ever have any like success posts from golf because people play it then like they forget about it. It's like lost in all of your lineups. It's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
It's like there in your live tab for like a week. Trigger says the people want Call of Duty projections. Is that a thing, Chris? Is that a thing on DraftKings?
Yeah, I think it's on DraftKings. I'm not sure. I know it used to be.
We could do it. Some Call of Duty projections. You used to play some Call of Duty when you were younger. Which one? Modern Warfare, the first one?
I played a bunch of them.
Yeah. Call of Duty 2 was awesome, and 1, and 3 was pretty good too. Trigger, I think he says his cutoff for guys beating WNBA pros would be college team, probably just like a regular college team in America.
Yeah, probably. I think most D1 college teams could probably win, but I think D2 and D3 teams would lose.
Really?
Yeah.
Isn't there like a size advantage? Or are they just like way more skilled?
The women?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they're big, they're skilled. They've been playing basketball all their lives. It's their job. I mean they're still good players.
We need to get like a DFS Crunch sponsored show match. Get some high school kids. Get some WNBA All Stars going.
Yeah, that would be expensive.
Yeah. What about Chino Hills against WNBA, Chris, with LaMelo, LiAngelo, and Lonzo against WNBA?
No, I would take the WNBA squad.
Yeah. Trigger's agreeing with you. He's high on the women's basketball skill there. Got some comments from Thomas. Royal King says absolutely not about me, you, Aiden, Chris, you, and Hasty beating WNBA. Yeah, there's a lot on this. Let's see. Rajon Rondo says, are late swaps available for NHL stacks?
I'm not sure. I haven't tested it, but I think it should work now. Yeah.
Yeah. Trigger says, remember when Brittany, how do you say her name? Griner? Brittany Griner said she beat Boogie Cousins 1-on-1. Then Geno Orima said he'd just put his life savings on Cousins. What would you do, Chris, on that one?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big Boogie Cousins guy, so I mean, I would be Boogie Cousins all day.
What about the Boogie of today? Like,
Still Boogie.
Still Boogie, okay. Trigger says, just imagine a D2 college team with a 28-inch ball. They'd be training threes from half court. That's true. They play with a smaller basketball too, Chris. like,
Yeah,
pretty,
but I think they could play with a regular ball.
I don't
I
know.
don't
I'm pretty
know.
sure you're not putting enough weight on the size difference there, like the physical difference. Like
Maybe.
maybe the skill, but I feel like if you're just like faster and stronger, makes a big difference.
Oh, it says the women's ball is like the little Tykes ball that the kids buy at Walmart.
Yeah. Um. Let's see. Let's see.
Trigger says you ever shoot a women's ball, goes in 90% of the time, like it has magnets or something built in.
I mean, it's like if you play basketball and you can make the rim bigger, you'd score more. The same way if you make the ball smaller, it's like the same thing. Um. Yeah. Nick says PJ Washington officially out, Chris. Yep.
Yeah, we had him doubtful, so we didn't have him in our projections. So it doesn't really change anything in terms of projections. But yeah, it's good to know that it's confirmed.
Okay. You did OKC all the way, right, Chris?
Yep.
Okay, next up we have the Magic against the Suns. Let me just load that up here. Orlando side first. Frank Mason out for them. Fournier, Anthony, Aminu, Ennis, all questionable for them. Projected starters, we have Cole Anthony, Fournier, Ennis, Gary Clark, and Vucevic here. Any interest here, Chris, in the Magic guys?
Um, I mean, these guys are questionable, so we're gonna have to wait and see. Right now, I have no interest. This is the worst game environment. The lowest over under at 213, second highest spread, or sorry, third highest spread, 10.5 favoring the Suns. So yeah, as of now, I'm not interested. But I mean, if these guys are out again, I have no problems going back to T. Ross, Vucevic. I'm fine with him as well. He's playing very very well. But yeah, at the same time, I think we'll have to wait and see with the news for the Magic.
Yep. Okay, let's go over the Phoenix Suns. Over there we have Nader, Saric, and Campaign, all probable. Projected starters Chris Paul, Booker, Bridges, Kaminsky, and DeAndre Ayton. Any interest in the Suns guys, Chris?
So, like I always say with them, or I used to say it a lot at the start of the year, they just spread the ball around so much. Devin Booker looks a lot better now. He's kind of taking over the same role he had last season in the last 4 games, so that's good to see. So if you want to play him in some tournaments, I'm okay with it, but I'm probably not going to have anyone here from the Suns. Like they're healthy for the most part now. Their wings are back. Like Crowder is playing again. Sarge is back. Campaign is back. So not too interested here against the Magic in this game environment in the Suns.
Yep. Okay. I'll load up the next game, Chris. Maybe you could check if there's any comments you want to go over while I do that.
Yeah, the hug says up to 21 likes. Anyone in here not like yet? Are we doing the thing? 30 likes. We do the weekly pass.
Yeah, we can do it.
Yeah. So I guess if we get to 30 at the end of the video, we'll give away that weekly pass. Any love for Frank the Tank? I mean, I don't know. Like he's 5K now on FanDuel. DK's 5K as well. He's been playing all right. Only played 10 minutes yesterday though. So I don't know. I don't really love him here. The only way I see him getting there would be in blowout time. But he's starting now, so I don't even know if he would get blowout time. So yeah, not too much love for Frank the Tank here from me.
Yeah, Trigger's really well versed in the WNBA actually. Wonder if Trigger plays any WNBA contest on FanDuel. But yeah, let's go next game here. LA Lakers against the Denver Nuggets. Over there on the Lakers side, we have Anthony Davis questionable, LeBron James probable. So always the I don't know what to call these tags, the injury tags, always moving around for those guys. Caruso probable, and then Kostas is out for them. Projected starters: Schroeder, Caldwell Pope, James, Davis, and Gasol. You can usually tell, Chris, based on the spread. Are both of their guys playing today? What do you think of that?
Yeah, I mean, I think they're both playing. They're playing against the Nuggets here. I'm just gonna check if it's a national TV game. Yeah, it's on ESPN, so I don't think they're allowed to rest here, but I mean, yeah, I think both of them are going to play. It's a pretty tight spread. 3.5 right now favoring the Lakers. It's the second lowest over under, so it's not really a great team to target here. We'll talk about the Nuggets. They have injury news. That's why we're interested in them. But on the Lakers here, I'm not too interested. I can play like Anthony Davis maybe. He's 9.3K on DraftKings, 9.8 on FanDuel. LeBron's obviously more expensive now. He was playing all those games without AD in, and he was smashing. So yeah, I think LeBron's a little too expensive for me. I think if people are picking between the two, they might pick LeBron just because of his game log. But I'm more interested in Anthony Davis here. Um, yeah, I think he's a little too cheap. I really like him in tournaments. That's the only guy.
Okay. Let's go over Denver then. Jamal Murray questionable. Barton, Whittington, Gary Harris, and PJ Dozier all out for them. Projected starters: Jamal Murray, Monte Morris, Michael Porter Jr., the cover boy today, so you have some interest in him. Paul Millsap and Jokic. Aside from MPJ, Chris, who do you like here against the Lakers in this close game?
Yeah, so with Will Barton out, with Gary Harris out, PJ Dozier as well, Jamal Murray questionable. I have a ton of interest in Michael Porter Jr. here. We're probably going to get like bubble Michael Porter Jr. Obviously, Barton was out for those bubble games as well. That's when Porter was at his best. So I love Michael Porter here today. He's 4.2K or sorry, 5.9K on DraftKings. On FanDuel, he's 5.8K. So it's a fair price tag for him. I think he's going to be one of the most chalky players on this slate today. So it's not really anything like it's not a secret here that he's going to be popular. So I love picking him here. And then the other guy I do have interest in from the Nuggets is going to be JaMychal Green. I think he also gets a little bit of a bump with these guys out. He's 4.4K on FanDuel, which doesn't really stand out to me too much. On DK, he's 200 less for 4.2K. I think that price tag is better just with the way construction works on DK. You can move players around. You can put them in the forward, the util position. So that price tag helps more on DK. And I do have interest in him in my DraftKings cash games. Don't love him in tournaments. I think if I'm playing tournaments, the only guys here that interest me are going to be Jokic and Michael Porter Jr. But yeah, that pretty much does it for the Nuggets. We do have interest here because of the Barton news.
Yeah. See some comments here. Real King says everyone like up. Pivot here says Super Dario is back. Is he back, Chris?
Yeah, he was getting minutes over Ayton yesterday. So I mean, Ayton he looks awful. Like he had some open looks. He was scared to go up. Yeah, he's definitely soft, very soft player.
Do you think he can get over that?
Yeah, hopefully Chris Paul like instills something into him. I don't know.
Yeah. Trigger says some of the WNBA Johns are bad. Royal King says Taya Cooper in response to that. Do you know her, Chris?
Yeah. No, I don't know her. Thomas says, can the NBA please give Jokic the MVP? I've never seen a big man put up the type of numbers that he's putting up right now ever in my life. Jokic greater than Embiid, and it's not even close. I don't know. I don't know if that's true. I think it's close. I really like Embiid as well. Embiid's obviously more dominant in the paint, but yeah, Jokic is definitely a gifted playmaker.
Whose conditioning is better?
I don't know. It's probably pretty similar. Maybe Jokic now.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was adjusting my strap. Did you hear something?
Yeah. Velcro strap. Is that for your shoe?
Not my watch.
Got it. Trigger says Jokic disrespect is unreal in the MVP race. He also says
I know Thomas will like that comment.
Yeah, he says LeBron might score 50 on MPJ. Isn't he a pretty good defender?
No, he kind of sucks defensively, but
Oh,
I mean
really?
he has the body to be a good defender, but I think he's not a great defender right now at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, I got some comments there. Okay, let's go into the next game. We have the Cavs against the Clippers. Cleveland side, we have Kevin Love out for them. Projected starters: Garland, Sexton, Okoro, Torian Prince, and Drummond. Yeah, Drummond, Chris. What do you make of Drummond today?
He's 6.5K now on FanDuel, so his price tag is plummeting. His minutes are plummeting. It doesn't look good right now, being a Drummond fan. I mean, if he gets his regular minutes, he's gonna crush this price tag. But he's just been awful. Yeah, I can't play Drummond here. But I mean, at the same time, on FanDuel for 6.5, I love that price tag in tournaments. Like, he's going to be low owned. Everyone sees the game log and is going to be kind of scared of him. But yeah, I do like the upside in tournaments for that price tag for Andre Drummond. Sexton, Garland, not really too interested here. Against the Clippers, obviously they're pretty good defensively. This is the second highest spread on the slate. It's at 11.5, favoring the Clippers. So there's blowout concern. They're only implied to score 105. So it's probably just Drummond in FanDuel tournaments for me. Nothing else.
Yeah. Royal King here says LeBron has been questionable since the Renaissance.
Yeah. Same with AD. Both of those guys.
Yeah, it's a good duo there on the injury sheet. You have your conspiracy theory that they're doing something there, some sort of exploit in the NBA rules. Do you want to elaborate a bit? Like, what could they be exploiting there, Chris?
I don't know. They've been doing it for like last year in the bubble was the same thing. So I don't know what they're onto. They're definitely onto something though.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go do the other half of this game here. Clippers side, Paul George out. Daniel Oturu is also out for them, Chris. Projected starters: Pat Bev, Reginald Jackson, Kawhi Leonard, Nick Batum, and Serge Ibaka. Who do you like there?
It's just Kawhi, but I'm really scared of the blowout here. I don't think the Cavs can keep this close. I didn't really mention Sexton on the other side. They got blown out last time, and he still got 41 minutes. So I think he's a little bit interesting in tournaments. Maybe in cash games is a last piece. I'm okay with that. But yeah, just because of his minutes last game in the blowout, they do want to run him out. So I'm good with Sexton. Forgot to mention him. And then on the Clippers here, I think it's just Kawhi for me. He's 9.7K on DraftKings, 10.2 on FanDuel. So it's a little bit expensive. People are going to spend up for other studs. So I do like playing Kawhi in tournaments today. Obviously, no Paul George, so that helps him a lot. But yeah, I'm not too interested here in the Clippers outside of Kawhi in tournaments.
Okay. Next game here, last game here, Memphis Grizzlies against the Sacramento Kings. Nick here says number 55 on Maryland's women's CBB team, clean ass stroke, nothing but net.
I don't know. I'll be honest, I've never seen a women's college basketball game.
Yeah, maybe send us some highlights in the Discord, Nick, in the college basketball section.
He doesn't even know the name. He just says number 55.
They even have names on the back of their jerseys. You know how
I don't know.
I'm kidding. Rondo knows. What is this page? Backers is actually good.
Some like high school prospect, something like that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't watch enough to have a strong opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go through this last game of the slate, then get into our three favorite plays, or three key plays, the three pillars of the night, Chris. And then we'll do the core plays and talk about roster construction like we do every show. Hopefully do the giveaway as well. 30 likes. We'll do the weekly pass giveaway. But yeah, Memphis against Sacramento. Memphis side first. Killian Tilly, Melton, Winslow, and Desmond Bain are all out for them. Brandon Clark and Sean McDermott, questionable tags. Projected starters: John Morant, Dylan Brooks, Kyle Anderson, Brandon Clark, and Jonas Valanciunas. Who do you like there, Chris?
So this is actually a really good game to target. It's a 230 over under right now. It's a tight spread of one favoring the Grizzlies. So I do love this game a lot. I think maybe it goes a little overlooked. I think it's my favorite tournament game as of right now. So I do have some interest here. Obviously, we like to target the Kings whenever we can. So Joval and John Morant, I think they're a little too cheap. They're both 7.1K on FanDuel. On DK, Joval is 7.4, Morant is 7.6. So I'm okay with it there as well. Um, but I think Joval is actually in a really good spot here against the Kings. I think he can probably get like 20 points, 15 rebounds in this spot. So I definitely have a lot of interest in him. I think he's more of a DK play. We have Zeller for a little less on FanDuel. I think he's the main priority there. But Jovel and DK really pops a lot. And then, like I said, Morant, I like him a lot in tournaments. Dylan Bricks is probably the third guy here that I'll mention. He's 5.4K on DK. On FanDuel, he's 5.3K. Like we always say, he chucks the ball. Doesn't make many of them, but his minutes have kind of been around 30 recently, so that makes his floor a little better. In this matchup against the Kings, his shots should probably have a higher chance to go in, so maybe less bricks for him. So I have no problems playing Dylan Bricks in my cash games on either site. He's 5.3 on FanDuel. I think he's 5.4 on DK. So yeah, I'm fine with him as sort of a last piece. But my main guys are going to be Joval and John Morant.
Do you think Dylan Brooks is one of those guys who'd thrive in the WNBA with that smaller basketball?
Yeah, he would probably thrive in the Canadian Basketball League too. I don't know.
Yeah. Let's see. Nick says don't deserve the names on their jerseys. Trigger says Jaw is gonna eat tonight. Chris, thoughts on that?
Yeah, so I said I like him a lot in tournaments. Yeah, I think he goes a little underowned here. 7.1 on FanDuel, like I said. Really
Yeah.
like that pricing in tournaments.
I like this one here from Nick. He says, "Is Rondo a beat writer for women's CBB?"
Yeah, he might be. He's probably interviewing some of the coaches right now.
um, Trigger says Rondo runs a blog for third liners in the NHL. Check out his latest article. He ranks the top third liners in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sacramento, then over there we have De'Aaron Fox questionable, Marvin Bagley questionable. Projected starters: Fox, Buddy Hield, Harrison Barnes, Bagley, and Holmes. Is Harrison Barnes still a rock, Chris, or what do you think of him right now? Is he playing a bit better? Revived a bit here?
So I late swapped to him last time on DK with the news that we got with Bagley and Fox out. He didn't end up playing too well. I think Luke Walton pulled their starters hockey line shift in the third quarter. So he only played 32 minutes. Yeah, with him, we need the minutes. Like, he's not a great point per minute guy, so we need like 38, 39 minutes for him to get there. So at this point of the day, I'm not too interested in him. I'm assuming that Fox and Bagley will play here. So it's kind of hard to pick from these guys. Fox is probably my favorite right now, but we don't know if he's going to play. If he's out, I love Tyrese Halliburton. He's just been crushing.
Yeah.
6-1 on FanDuel. He's just point guard now. They had him at shooting guard earlier, so I do have a lot of interest in him. I think he's a really good player. So in tournaments, if you want to go there, maybe hope that Fox misses the game. I have no problems with that. Outside of that, I'm not really interested here right now with the news, just because I'm assuming that Fox and Bagley are in.
Okay, Chris, what do you think of this? We have Blake Griffin out. We have Andre Drummond out. Got Frank Jackson out. We got Saban Lee out. Don't know who that guy is, but yeah, Drummond's out, Chris.
He's resting. Looks like he's getting traded.
I hope so. I mean, he probably saw his price tag on FanDuel and DraftKings plummeting. Can't be too happy with that. That's probably worse than like player looking at their 2K rating and seeing it go down year after year. I think the price tag trending down is worse. It would be a worse feeling. What would a good team be for Drummond where he could like showcase his skill with no concern about like the team doing well?
Well, a good team for him would be a place where he doesn't have to showcase his skill. a place where he could just rebound the ball and catch easy dump off. So I think a team like Boston, a team like Toronto, I think those teams will try to target him and maybe try to get him on their squad.
I would love him in Toronto, but I mean more of a team where he could just be like the main guy and the team just sucks. Like where could he go to be like a fantasy producer again?
Oh, so like Cleveland Cavaliers, Detroit Pistons. I think those teams are kind of perfect for that role. But we've seen him do that, and we've seen it not work out. So I think it's time for a different role for Andre Drummond.
Yeah. Trigger says Toronto has Boucher. I mean that'd be pretty nice Drummond in there. I would like that a lot, especially like as a lower usage guy in like a confined role. I think he'd be
Yeah,
really nice. Like I don't know.
he would probably be decent.
Yeah. See some comments here. George is asking, FanDuel Cash, do you play Vooch or pay up for... Sorry, do you play Valanciunas, Chris, or do you pay up for Vooch, Cat, or even Jokic?
Valanciunas or pay up for Vooch, Cat, or even Jokic. Is that what I said?
Yeah, like would you pay down for someone like Valanciunas, or would you pay up for a center, someone higher up, like in the 8K, 9K range?
No, I think today is more of a spend down spot there. Yeah, I'm more interested in spending down right now.
Okay. Cody says thoughts on DDR.
Thoughts on DDR? Yeah, I like DDR a lot, especially on FanDuel where he's 7'6". Shooting guard is a little bit thin. I think he really stands out there.
Yeah. Bryson says Cat's not going to be 9.5K for long.
Yeah, it's the thing I said at the start of the show is they're kind of ramping him up still. He's only played 30 minutes. Well, he played 30 minutes in his first game back and then 31 minutes last game. So, I mean, if he gets like 34, 36, 38 minutes like we're used to, he'll definitely smash. Yeah, so I do have interest in tournaments, but in cash games right now, I'm just going to wait. I don't think we need it yet.
Yep. Bryson also said Boston Celtics for Drummond, I think. One
Yeah,
of your
Boston,
teams that you... Huh?
yeah, Boston and Toronto, I think would be nice for him.
Yeah. Who do you think can get him, though?
I think it's not like he has great value, so I think a lot of teams could probably get him. I think he's going to be moved pretty soon.
Yeah.
I don't see why they would rest him here.
Yeah. Trigger says all NBA Bricks team would smoke the WNBA All-Stars.
Oh, NBA, yeah, of course.
Of course. Okay, Chris, let's do your 3 pillar plays of the day. 3 pillars of the day. We need a good name for this one, actually. Got to come up with something. But yeah, first one, overall play of the day, Chris, on FanDuel. This is the one that's going to make everyone super, super rich today. Who's it going to be?
My pillar play of the day.
Yeah.
Let's go with Jarrett Allen here. No Drummond. His price tag is it's 6.9K, so it's not like we're getting a crazy low price tag on him. But I mean, we've seen how good he is point per minute. So he's my favorite guy here.
Yeah. Royal King's asking, are these picks for cash? So first we just do, I don't know, 3 pillars, shake my head. I don't know, Trigger, give me a better one. But we just do overall play of the day. So this is, I guess cash, but also tournament. Then we do value play. What are these, Chris? Are they both? Like,
Yeah. So for the 3 pillars here, they're pretty much both. Obviously, the core plays that we do next, they're for cash games. But yeah, this is my overall favorite play, and then my overall favorite value play, and then the tournament play is obviously tournament only.
yep. But yeah, value play, Chris, of the day here on FanDuel. The play that's going to let everyone jam in all of the stars that they want. Who is it?
Yeah, I don't think there really is. I don't think there's really a value play. I think it's a pretty mid-range build today. I'm just gonna check out who we have point per dollar as the best play right now. Yeah, it's Cody Zeller, who's 5.1K. So it's not like we have great value per se right now. So yeah, I'll stick in the mid-range. I'll go with the projections and say Cody Zeller.
Okay, and then the tournament play of the day, the one that's going to let everyone ship a tournament here. Who is it?
Tournament play of the day. Oh, you're putting me on the spot here.
I mean, they do the same thing every day.
Yeah, I'll say John Morant. He's 7.1K. We were talking about him. Really good matchup against the Sacramento Kings. So I'll say John Morant.
Do you think Cat could hit it or no? You just like
Yeah, I
the
think
lower price tag?
Cat's viable there. We have him at 4% projected ownership, so super low. Obviously, if you go with Cat at center, it'll change your lineup construction. So yeah, no problems with Cat.
Okay, let's do the same thing on DraftKings. Overall play of the day, Chris.
Overall play, let's go with Luka Doncic here. Obviously, the scoring system fits him a little better with the triple double bonus, 3 point bonus, less negative points for a turnover. So I'll say Luka.
Yep. Value play of the day, Chris. Who do you have on DraftKings?
Um, Same sort of thing as FanDuel. Like we have this mid-range build sort of. I'll say Miles Bridges here. We have him as the top point per dollar play right now. He's also 5.1K as Cody Zeller was on FanDuel. So yeah, I'll say Miles Bridges without Hayward.
Okay, and then the tournament play, the one that will be in the number one winning lineup in all the tournaments today. Who is that?
I kind of want to say John Morant again, but I don't want to just because I already said that. Let's go with Colin Sexton here. He's 6.7K, pretty large spread, so maybe a lot of people won't be on him. But yeah, I'll say Colin Sexton.
Okay. Let's get into the cash core plays. Then do construction thoughts. Some questions I see. Cash Money, Chris's locks of the day. That's now. Oh no, that's the segment there. Cash Money, Chris's locks of the day instead of the three pillars. What do you think, Chris?
I like three pillars over that one. I'm going to be honest.
Okay. Rondo says Little Biscuit over on Discord says still getting no data screen for DKNBA. Seems other sports are working. Is it working for you, Chris?
Yeah, mine seems to be working.
Yeah.
Little Biscuit still getting no data screen for DKNBA. Seems other sports are working. I'll just tell them to try refreshing.
Yep. Tell them to get into the chat. 2 likes away. Oh yeah, another reminder. So 30 likes, we'll do the giveaway for our weekly pass for the optimizer that we've been using throughout this show here. So if we get to 30 likes, we'll do a giveaway. Every 5 likes after that, 35, we'll do 2. 40, we'll do 3 giveaways, so on and so forth. No limit there. And then just a reminder, if you are first time watching this, make sure you're subscribed to our channel. Hit the bell button, hit all as well. We do the show every single day, so if you like the content here, if it helps you out with your roster construction, with your DFS,
I'll be back. I think I have to pick something up real quick. Okay, I'll be back.
Okay. What do you have to pick up? But yeah, if you guys like what you see here and you're new here, there's a 3-day free trial automatically applied for our optimizer, our projections, and our Discord. So definitely check that out. And then about the YouTube thing, yeah, every day we do this show here. So if you do like the content here, if it's helpful for you, if you do well, if you do better, make sure you subscribe. The YouTube's always going to be free, so definitely do that. I guess you can also follow us on Twitter at DFS Crunch. I mean, our Twitter game is a little weak right now. I don't think we have anything going on there. Like we used to post success tweets, but I don't think we haven't really done that for like a week now. We just go over it in our Discord here. But yeah, we got to up our Twitter. I'm not sure what content we can put out here that would help us do that. Like if you guys have any ideas, maybe let us know, but we'll figure that out, I think, probably this month or next month. Yeah, Twitter as well. Let's see what's going on. I got Charlie here. What's up, Charlie? Always says yo. What else? Wonder what he's picking up. Probably pizza. Chris Trappin. John Cotter over there. Uber Eats for sure.
I'm back.
What'd you get?
I had to pick something up from the door.
Needs to pick up his TikTok game. Yeah, I wonder if we could do DFS marketing on TikTok, Chris.
Probably not.
You gotta do like a dance. Weaver, you love TikTok from Rondo. Yeah. Uh, yeah, Chris, core plays. Let's get into it. Who's your first one on FanDuel? I can probably guess. All I have to do is sort by here. I remember you said LaMelo Ball.
Yeah, we could put LaMelo Ball in there. We can put
Okay.
Cody Zeller as well. I had him as my value guy. Let's put Jarrett Allen in there without Drummond. Um, and then let's put Michael Porter as the last guy.
Okay. But yeah, super sharp optimizer here, guys. Most days, the top lineup we get is what a lot of the pros end up playing across a lot of the sports. So it's just such a solid starting point for tournaments, for cash, just in general. Like when I first got into DFS, I remember reading like a lot of articles every day. I don't know what you did, Chris, but I got into it after you. But just like reading a lot of articles, probably spending like a few hours a day just like looking everything up. But then with the optimizer here, it's just such a shortcut. Like it just makes it so much easier. Save a lot of time, so I love that. What did you do, Chris, when you first got into it? Did you just like how did you do it? Did you just start studying the pros right away, or what?
No, I used to always hand build my lineups. Yeah, if I had an optimizer back then, I definitely would have been in a much better place. But yeah, I was always hand building my lineups. I didn't even know about any of the sites like Roto Grinders. Yeah, I didn't know about all those sites before, and I came around to them. I would always read their articles, core plays, stuff like that. So yeah, it took a lot of time out of my day, but I mean, yeah, with this, it's a lot easier. You don't really have to sift through a bunch of different sites to try to find the best plays. You can just find them all in one centralized place.
Yeah.
So yeah, centralized, definitely good.
Yeah, with you on that. The Discord is also super awesome. Like, it's growing. We got some super helpful members there. People helping each other out. People who know certain sports better than others chiming in their thoughts. So that's super awesome. It's probably one of the best parts, actually. The community here is really solid. See a question here before we get into the lineups you like, Chris. Bryson's saying any love for Fred VanVleet at 8.5K on FanDuel for tournaments.
Yeah, tournaments, no problems with that, but not in cash games.
Okay. Royal King says third one's pretty solid with Dame time. Trigger says any interest in Sadiq Bey and Josh Jackson.
Sadiq Bey and Josh Jackson. Yeah, so Blake is out. Plumlee's in, so kind of takes away a little bit of interest from someone like Sadiq Bey. Obviously, he had that big game last time out. I'm okay with them. They're probably not my favorite plays, but yeah, I have no problems playing them in tournaments if you want to go there.
Yeah, Brent's saying he's pulling a Lamar Jackson, Chris.
Drummond or who?
Uh, could be. Not sure. What's the Lamar Jackson, Chris?
Same thing as a Paul Pierce.
Which Paul Pierce though? The Thomas's favorite one?
Yeah, the wheelchair one.
Yeah. If Thomas is in here, maybe he can let the people know about the Paul Pierce conspiracy. I don't think it is a conspiracy anymore. I think it's like confirmed as fact now. So, um,
I don't know. I was on like I got invited to some FanDuel thing with Paul Pierce was like the main guy there. And I actually asked the question in the chat, and he made up some lie. He said it wasn't true. He actually got hurt or something like that.
wait,
And we also had the thing on ESPN where he admitted to it. So I don't know. He's all over the place.
wait, what was this FanDuel thing? Like a secret FanDuel, like mid to high stakes guy meetup?
Yeah, yeah, it was. I don't know what it was. It was an awful meeting though.
Wait, so you just all get in like a Zoom call or something like that?
No, it was like some exclusive thing, but they just had like Paul Pierce and some hosts, and it was awful. Like it was just a YouTube live stream with Paul Pierce and some hosts asking awkward questions.
But like an unlisted video,
Yeah,
just for the
yeah.
mid to high stakes guys.
No, I don't think it was mid to high stakes guys. I think it was people who won Like they used to run those free contests. Then some of the prizes were like NBA virtual experience, something like that. Um, yeah, so that was that.
That's the question you asked.
Yeah, I did ask that.
Is there a video of that somewhere? Like a recording?
It's probably on the YouTube unlisted thing, but I don't know where it is. I probably, if I search through my history, I could probably find it, but I don't
You
know.
should get that. We should. I want to see how he answered that one. But yeah, which ones do you like here, Chris? Royal King here likes the third one with Dame Time. Second one also has Dame Time. But yeah, what do you like, Chris?
Um, so let's Dame time. Let's take a look at the first one. I have interest in the first one. It gets us all those Charlotte guys. And then yeah, we could take a look at the third one as well. Can you actually rebuild? Just hit build again. Let's see if we got different ones. So I like the
Okay.
first. There's also the Jamorant one I like.
Nick says Lashley just missed 2 puts in a row of about 2 to 3 feet.
Must be a golfer.
Yeah. Finally made it from a FT out.
A foot out.
Yeah, foot out. Yeah, I think it moved a bit, Chris. Third one's now the fourth one. Dame Time moved down a bit. Why'd you laugh at Dame Time?
No, I like Dame time. Who do we have locked here?
We got LaMelo Ball. We have Porter. We have Jarrett Allen, and we have Zeller.
Porter, Jarrett Allen, Zeller. We could probably let's unlock Zeller because there's a John Morant team that I do want to talk about with the first team.
Okay. Zeller. Build. Trigger says it's encrypted, that video, Chris. Brent says part-time DFS, full-time results. Super accurate there. I love that saying. Your boy Brandon got me off that saying. He said it's corny.
No, I said it's Bernie.
You did?
Yeah, I don't think he did.
Oh, I thought it was Brandon.
No, I was just joking too.
Oh, wow. It's not very funny, Chris. Kind of hurtful. I like that one a lot. I thought it was good.
Yeah, it was good, but I said it was a little corny.
Yeah, that's what makes it so good. But yeah, here's your jaw team here with
Yeah, so
Ennis.
let's get that first and second one. Let's get rid of that Middleton one.
This one?
Yeah, so just the first and second here. Yeah, so we have LaMelo. We locked him. DeMar 7-6. Really good spot for him against the Hornets here. I like using him as a bring back. Grant, have him in both. No Blake, so that helps him. Porter, we locked him. Jarrett Allen, we locked him. Miles Bridges, I think we locked him, right? No?
We can just go click on this handy dandy locks tab at the bottom. No?
Yeah, we should have locked him. And then yeah, what's the difference here?
Hamadou Diallo, John Morant, Terry Rozier, Devontae Graham, and Cody Zeller and Ennis Cantor.
Yeah, so I mean, I like the first one here a little more. It gets us two of the Hornets without Hayward, 8-man rotation. Obviously, Rozier is better than Graham. Diallo is my only concern here with the blowout concern, but I still like the first side here. I think it's clear.
Okay, let's do the same thing over on DraftKings. First court play, Chris. Let me sort it by value so I can guess. Miles Bridges,
Yeah, Miles Bridges,
Porter Jr.,
Porter Jr.
Luca.
Yeah, Luca.
Okay, let me try to guess the last one. No.
Not Porter Jr.
Ooh. Okay. Let's see. Who would you pick? Connaughton over there. Minimum price 400 over. Spend up somewhere else.
No, he wouldn't be core.
Grant.
Yeah, let's go. No, we gotta go with JaVale McGee here.
Wow.
Maybe you have to refresh your page to update the point per dollar. Or you just have to refresh your column.
Oh.
Yeah, well, he should be there. Yeah, so Yeah, we had those three guys. There you go. Let's just go with these three guys.
Okay.
It says four Hornets, fine in cash. Yeah, like I said, they have an 8-man rotation. I think the new optimal actually doesn't have four Hornets, so we could take a look at that on FanDuel afterwards. There's three really close teams. So do you want to do that first?
Yeah, I'll just do that before I get into DraftKings here. We just did the core plays, so
So it doesn't have Bridges.
four.
Let's see.
Second
Who
one
do we,
does.
who do we have locked?
Our locks here, we have Ball, Allen, and Porter.
Ball, Allen, Porter. Okay. So let's look at this fourth team as well. I think Sexton is pretty interesting as well with the Drummond news. So let's get this fourth one. Yeah, so it's in the middle now. We can remove the Diallo team, even though I said that was my favorite. I do like it more than the Jaw team, but I like the second team here more. With it has Sexton. It kind of gets everyone I want. It gets Luca as well. We pair Luca at point guard with LaMelo. We have to go down to Kleba for 3-8, which I don't love, but I think it's fine. So I like the second team here.
Got a comment from KJ's about Allen. He says, is he a lock? We do have him as a lock. He says when you take him out, you got a different optimal. Maybe we just don't have his projection fully updated yet for the Drummond news being out, or what do you think, Chris?
Yeah, it's probably still being updated, but I think he's a lock.
Yeah, he'll probably be in there later on. Just got to give it a few minutes for the projections, for the crunch machine to crunch the numbers, figure out the new projected fantasy points. Says it has McGee instead, Chris.
Yeah, so I don't know. We'll have to see how this goes. I think even playing both of them is pretty viable here.
Yeah.
If we play what's the second team? Yeah, if we just play McGee over Kleba, I think that's also viable. It's number 6 here with Allen and McGee. I like that team as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll see how power forward shifts once the projections fully update. But yeah, they're getting there. And then on DK here, what do you have? Do you have who do we have as the locks here?
Well, you're not on your game today. Luca, Bridges, and McGee.
Yeah, I think we should probably lock Jarrett Allen here. 6.5K. I think he's a lock for me on this slate. So let's lock him, and then let's build
4 locks. I think we missed this question. World says rich guys. Bryson says Rozier bust incoming. Dude has been shooting lights out. Have to think some regression is coming unless he's a 70% 3-point shooter.
Yeah. I agree with you. The only reason we really want him here is because they have 8 guys or 8 people in their rotation. So he should see probably 36, 38 minutes. And that's the only reason. But yeah, I think Devontae Graham for almost 2K less is more of a priority for me in FanDuel Cash.
Yep. Okay, let's go over these, Chris. Then I think there's some questions, some other ones we can go through after. But let's just wrap up this segment here.
Yeah, so let's get this first team and then the second team as well. Okay, so we have Luca in both, Middleton in one of them, Jeremy Grant in one of them, Miles Bridges in both, 5.1K, really good price tag there. We have the 2 Cleveland bigs in McGee and Allen. I don't mind playing them together here. McGee is cheap enough to do so. And then we have a 4v4 here. First side is Middleton, Grant, Garland, and Connaughton. Second side is LaMelo, Bricks, Green, and Porter Jr. If I had to pick right now, I would probably pick the first side. We got the only guy I don't like here is Pat Connaughton, but he's 3-4. He played 28 minutes last game without Holiday, so I expect something similar. If it blows out, he should be there for blowout run. So definitely have no problems using Connaughton as value. I like Garland as well for 5-6. Without Drummond there, the ball is going to be in his hands more. And then we get Grant without Blake for 7-4. I like that price tag. And Middleton for 7-8. I like that as well. Second side, we get LaMelo for 8.7. I think that's a little too expensive for me. Dylan Brooks is fine. Green is fine. Porter for 5.9 is something I do want, but I think in general I like the first side of the 4v4 more.
Okay. Let's see what else we got here. Trigger says, if I want to get a guy under 5%, what would you say the margin of error would be?
The margin of error for what? Our projected ownership or what?
Not sure. Do you know what he means? You don't know, right? You don't really get it?
Well, yeah, that's why I asked. So
Yeah.
here's it up.
Well, the way you would do it, you would just put it like that. He says yes, Chris.
Oh, okay. So I mean, I don't know. Probably it's for these low-owned guys. It's probably like plus or minus 3%. Maybe for the higher-owned guys, it's probably like plus or minus 10%. But I think the lower you go, the closer it is. So yeah.
Yeah, he's saying, would you go under 7% for tournaments? I would, depending on the slate. I always like to just look at like either sort it by, just by the points per 1K and just sort of see if any guys like above 5x value here, if any of them are around that price range, and then sort of see like, I don't know, like above 5K today. Sorry, above 5x value, I see some guys like 6% here. 6, I see 5.8, 4. So I'd probably, if I wanted some guys here who are projecting pretty well, I'd probably do 7% today if I wanted guys like under 5. If I was to do it, so I would do 7. But yeah. Let's see what else we got here. Nick says Allen's still a lock on DK, not currently getting him in the optimal.
Yeah, I think he's a lock.
Okay.
And he's also sweating out golf. Or I guess it ended. He says eagle on the final hole and tourney win. He had 90% of him. I mean, is golf a fun sport to watch, or is it something that's fun to watch at the end? I don't know. I've never really watched it. I find that it's hard to find decent coverage for it. Like it's hard to find streams, and then they show like
Streams,
random guys. So I don't know. I can't watch it. So that's why I don't play it.
Streams like the pay-per-view streams, like where you pay first and then you get them.
Yeah, I mean here in Canada, it's hard to pay for them because you need to. They usually don't let you do it with your Canadian IP. Yeah, so it's difficult.
Yeah, you don't want to get hunted down by the PGA. Who would the PGA Dana White be, Chris?
I don't know. You need Trigger to let us know.
Yeah. Money Mole says if there are 5 to 7 players close, yes. Let's see. Bryson says,
Nick.
huh?
Nick says it's only fun when your lines are doing well. Otherwise, you watch your losings sit in the live section for 4 days.
Yeah, that's very true. How do we? Should we check some golf?
For what? Oh, Bryson says, I see days of work in first place in my golf tourney. Haha, nice W. Is that? I'm guessing that's FanDuel.
Where do you go back to? 13th?
Thursday.
Let's see. You said you have to go. Oh, is it not working for golf, Chris?
What contest data?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Looks like it's not.
Do you have a link to that one?
Me? No, I didn't play any golf.
I know, here it is. I guess just the way we did it. But which one do you think it is? Which one do you think you played? 25¢?
Yeah, probably 25¢, maybe $3, maybe 5¢. Check all those.
Oof, that's nice. Should he play
What's
this one?
the score?
Hmm?
He probably didn't play this one. What's his score?
711.5.
Wow, he would have won that.
Huh?
He would have won that.
Yeah, he's just a shipper. That's nice. Like, Wait, is it? So it's over?
Don't ask me. I mean, Nick said it's over. He said eagle on the final hole and tourney win for Berger. Obviously, Days here has Berger, Daniel Berger.
That's
Yeah,
awesome. And these crunch logos are showing up in every sport. It's nice, really nice. Love to see it. Big shout out to Days of Work here, Kyle. That's awesome. Not over yet, just about though. Hopefully you can hold
like,
on.
does it not end when the winner shows up, or do they have to like finish seeding? Probably has to finish.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he has a pretty decent lead here. I don't know if you can get 11. Who does second place have? He has Tim Hogue. Yeah, they both have Tim Hogue left. About third place,
Same.
Tim Hogue as well. Yeah, it looks like Tim. I don't even know if maybe it's Hoge. Maybe this guy, but I don't think you can't get like 40 points in one swing. I don't know, unless he wins, but he can't. I guess I have no idea. But yeah, good to see.
Yeah, Bryson. Yeah, DFS Crunch logo at the top. That's awesome. It's a nice score. Let's see, one hole left.
Let's check out Nick. He says he's sitting 6th in the jukebox on DK with one hole left.
Let's see. What else we got here? Rondo says he's not Days of Work anymore. He's DFS Crunch.
Yeah, you got that 50 plus 50 luck.
I'm telling you, it's a real thing, isn't it?
I guess so.
Yeah, I think I gotta refresh this. Yeah, you were saying that you have to you can't go to the contest tab before you change the day. We should fix that. Which one do you think? Which one was it, Chris?
Jukebox.
Where is
I think
it?
it's just use the search.
Wow, that's a really handy dandy search bar. I need to log in. Is it not logging me in? I have to allow. There you go. Where is he?
Right there. 6th. Let's see. Nice. Yeah, he has Berger as well. Hogue as well. I assume they probably have similar players. Yeah, good to see that.
That's awesome. Why is there no picture here on DraftKings?
I think it's on the app, or maybe if you click view head to head, I think it might show. No, I think it's on the app.
Dang. Yeah. What's first place here? What do you got? 300. That's pretty nice. If you get 300, 30 is still really good for that one. But yeah, that's awesome, guys. I guess we do the giveaway now, Chris. What did we hit? Do you see 30, 35, see 31, so we can do the giveaway. So yeah, if you guys want to get in on the giveaway, type anything at all in the chat. Have no way of knowing if you're in the chat unless you typed something in the last 5 minutes. So you just got to say anything at all in the chat. Doesn't matter what it is. Maybe you have like a lucky word that you want to say. You could just say something random.
Burger.
You could do anything at all. A number, just like a random combination of letters. Just smash your keyboard, press enter. That works too. Let's do a 90-second countdown.
Yeah, I'm telling you though, it's gonna be Burger. Whoever puts Burger first will win.
Yeah. But yeah, that's super awesome. Like, as you guys can see, lots of sports. Members doing really well with the tools they get. Super solid starting point for all the sports here. Counter-Strike, League of Legends, soccer, NASCAR, MMA, golf, hockey, college football, college basketball, football, baseball, basketball, FanDuel, DraftKings. There's everything. WNBA soon, maybe, if we can get Trigger. Get Rondo, the beat writer, to give us some tips there. I don't know if there's contests there's some contest, maybe it'd be fun, I guess.
I don't think it's live right now. I don't think they're playing now, are they?
Yeah, maybe not.
Yeah.
Um,
Kelvin is my lucky word. Yeah, I'm gonna choke again if I say that.
yeah. Um, yeah. Let's see who we have here. Wheel of names. 24 seconds left. Has giveaway started yet from Charlie?
Do we have the name of list of names?
Yeah, we'll get it there. Right here.
So we have everyone there.
Yep, time is up. Got 11 people here, so let me just copy this one more time.
He says I'm not getting McGee or Allen in optimal on FanDuel. I mean, yeah, I don't know if they're necessary. I mean, maybe I wouldn't lock them. Maybe I think they're better plays on DK, honestly. Yeah, I'll update my locks in the Discord later on once I kind of have more time to look through the lineups with the news. Yeah, so I'll definitely update that.
What do you like more, Chris? Dark mode or not?
Yeah, dark mode.
What sound do we want to do?
What sound?
Yeah.
Kicking.
Okay. Trigger. Come on. Had so long to get his name in here. Okay, let's go. Spinning a bit longer today. Switched it from 10 to 20 seconds.
Okay. Rondo says any injury news we're waiting on. Fox.
Oh.
I mean, yeah, I think there's a few things. Okay. Rondo, do you want this?
Lucky winner, Chris. Rajon Rondo.
Well, he has the lifetime pass, so I mean, we have to roll again. So we can't give it to someone with a lifetime pass.
Okay. Let's see. It's gonna be Nick. No, Nick. Yeah. Ooh, I got it. How did I know? There we go.
Nice. Nick, nice.
We have Nick on the extension already, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Charlie, it's gonna be me. So it was close. It's close.
Does he want it? Let's see what he says.
Is he here? That's the question.
Yeah, it's here. He hasn't said anything. Are we close to the next one?
No, I think we were at like 31. That's on us though, Chris. We gotta up our YouTube marketing stuff here. Yeah, Nick is here. Big congrats. We have you on Discord, so we can figure that out. Just send a DM to me, and then I can extend it by a week for you. But yeah, I think that's it for today. Anyone who didn't win, if you're not lucky, you can still feel lucky because there's a 3-day free trial if you've never been a member and you want to try us out. No risk at all. Won't be charged until after 72 hours. So if you cancel anytime before then, you're more than welcome to do that. You won't get charged. So definitely check that out. The 3-day trial is automatically applied on weekly and monthly. No coupon code required or anything like that. Just check out, create your account, and then that will happen. But yeah, I mean, it's super solid, guys. Like, you saw some good results today. Got some golf, hockey, college sports. No WNBA yet. NBA today is going to be good. We have like the single slates, showdown slates, late slates, all day slates, lots of slates here. So lots of ways to play. Definitely worth that price tag, $75 a month. Too cheap. but it's a good value there, 25 a week. Yeah, we also have like a bankroll tracker. Still working on that one a bit, but it's there if you want to test it out. Yeah, we have some updates. We're always updating it. Where's our update, Chris? In here somewhere. Release notes. Got an update today from you. There's also more updates. We haven't been updating the updates list that much, but there's always updates. But there's a big one today. So I think today we have the late swap fix. Does that one also include the respecting all your settings for late swap, Chris?
I don't know. Like I said, I haven't tested it.
Yeah, I think this one does. So now late swap will keep all your stack settings and all that if it can. So it'll do that. It'll also bundle up your cash contest. If you have the same lineup across multiple contests, it'll just update all of those contests as one lineup. So that should be a lot better. And then tennis too. We can get tennis, Chris, probably, yeah?
Thug says tennis would be very hard for projections. I mean, yeah, it would be like soccer. Like those two sports are pretty much impossible to project. Yeah, it's very difficult.
Yeah, but I mean, people still like playing them. Like if people want to adjust the projections themselves and we just have it in the optimizer and they can kind of do that, it's still useful, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that's it for today, guys. Anything you want to say, Chris? Wrap it up before we go. Closing remarks, news to watch out for, 40 minutes leading up to lock.
No, I mean, we'll obviously keep everything updated in the Discord. Let everyone know if there's any breaking injury news, like we always do. Dakota says, how are baseball projections when that season comes? Yeah, I like playing baseball a lot. We had the projections, I think, in the playoffs. That's when we first started last season. They did pretty well. So, yeah, definitely excited for baseball. Similar to NHL, lots of stacking. So, yeah, Rondo says, printer like the rest of the sports. So, yeah, I mean, I'm excited for baseball.
Yeah, I think was baseball the first sport we had out?
Yeah, it was one of the first.
Yeah, and I don't think we definitely didn't have as many like stacking settings, group settings, optimizer settings. I think it was just like the bare bones projections and optimize back then. So it's definitely going to be a lot better, more fun this year. We're always adding new features for multi-entry players, single entry players as well, but always adding more features. So I think when baseball rolls around, we'll probably add some cool features there that other optimizers don't have. If you guys have ideas, we can add them in as well. But yeah, I think that's it for today. Nick says MLB was my first love.
Yeah, I'm good with MLB at the start of the season. Then I kind of get tired of it as the season goes on. But yeah, it's definitely pretty fun to watch when you have money on the line.
Yeah, Charlie Cole says, you said you would post your locks on Discord. Where would I see that? That's in the right here for premium members here. So we just put them here when people ask for them as Slate news comes out. So that's where they go. Discord we just keep for the paid members just to keep it a bit more manageable. YouTube is the free one, always going to be free, but Discord we'll just keep to the members. Just to keep the community, I guess, a bit more, I don't know, tight-knit and smaller, I guess.
Well, the Discord is exclusive, so, I mean, you gotta be a member for the Discord. It's just simple as that.
Yeah, simple as that. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. DFScrunch.com if you want to get the optimizer. Join our Discord if you're a member. You're not in there as well. We'll be back tomorrow again every single day. So subscribe, bell button, all. Always going to be free, always 2.5 hours before main slate. So come back tomorrow if you enjoyed the content today. And then, yeah, we'll be in the Discord, as always, answering questions, updating core plays if any news comes out, answering questions about optimizer, projections, all that sort of stuff. And I think that's it, guys. Thanks for tuning in. As always, appreciate all the chat here. Makes it a lot of fun. And good luck today, guys. We'll see you all tomorrow.